Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Rose and welcome to Sprouted at Shoals. If you are new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, it is so nice to see you again, and thank you again for spending your time with me. So this year, I am approaching my home projects a little differently. Since I now have time to focus on each one, I really want to approach each of the projects that I have planned with more intentions, more layers, and more meaning behind each of these projects. I want to take my time, not rushing things, and it's gonna be less decorating for each of the space because I feel like the more decor that you have, the more clutter it looks, and I really want to refrain from that this year. So instead of trying to do everything all at once this year, now that I have the time, I want to slowly shape our home room by room into something that feels lived in, warm, and deeply personal. So today I want to share with you the home projects I'm planning for 2026 and the heart behind each one. So let's get started. So we are starting with this small powder room. This space may be small, but it's one of the most used rooms in the house, especially when we have guests, when we have parties. The goal in this space is, again, just a simple glow up, simple changes, maybe adding some frame molding to add texture and visual interest to the wall, and maybe a small shelf above the sink area just to add a little bit more storage, and just a fresh coat of new paint because I want to stay away from this agreeable gray. I want to add a little bit more warmth to the space. And again, my goal is to make this space feel welcoming the moment they step inside. One of the most exciting projects I have planned for this year is turning our living room, the very first space you see when you walk in, into a library / music room. So right now it's a blank canvas. I have these patio furniture here temporarily, and then you see my daughter's piano. So instead of rushing to fill this space, I want this room to evolve slowly. My plan is to add bookshelves with some bottom cabinets for extra storage, and then having the piano in between those two bookshelves. So this space will be about quiet moment, book, music, texture, and warmth. This room will be inviting. That's my goal, really to pause the second you walk through the door in something that sets the tone for the rest of our home. So the next project that I want to do is our master bath. It's nothing that's gonna be drastic makeover, but more intentional. This room definitely needs a fresh coat of paint. Right now, as you can see, just like the rest of the house, it has a flat paint, so it needs new paint. I don't know if I'm going to update the hardware. I'm probably gonna keep that the same, but definitely I want to add some framing on the mirror, adding some thoughtful decor to soften up the space and bring in warmth. This space, it's about making everyday routine feel a little more special without the full renovation. So again, I just want to do some small changes, adding small decor to freshen up the space. Next major makeover is going to be our family / living room, which is the heart of our home. This family room makeover will be the most hands-on project. First of all, because it is a big space, so I am already anticipating it's gonna take me quite some time to finish this project, but I do plan on, again, carrying that frame molding all throughout our home so that there is a cohesiveness between space to space. So As you can see, there's plenty of walls here to add that frame molding. It's gonna take me some time to finish, but this is all about taking a builder grade space and giving it more character, visual texture on the walls so that it feels custom, layered, and collected over time. This project is about craftsmanship because I feel like I am getting better and better when it comes to cutting the frame moldings. And of course, I'm gonna have to have patience with this room, which I typically don't have. And I'm just gonna learn as I go. Turning blank walls into something that tells a story is my goal for this space. So this year we're also stepping outside and starting something new, which is my vegetable garden. That's always been the goal of mine when we moved here, having this more tropical weather, more like humid, right, during the summertime. But I really want to start my garden bed this year. And so I had purchased during Black Friday, I took advantage of the sale and I purchased several garden beds, and I'm looking forward to putting that together. So I'm so excited to start planting vegetables this year. I tried last year planting a few tomatoes and eggplant in like the 5-gallon containers, and that didn't really work that well. So I am hoping that I'll have better luck this year by planting them into these raised garden beds. And really, I want to focus on healthy living and reconnecting with where our food comes from, right? And I am so looking forward to harvesting fresh vegetables and maybe fruits. Gardening this year in these raised garden beds will be a learning process for me this year, but it's one that I'm really excited to share, from planning to planting to harvesting. And I also want to start thrifting again and antique shopping. I used to thrift a lot, especially when we lived in Colorado, but because I didn't have time, well, this year I will. And so I really want to go back to that because I do love the hunt, finding unique pieces and finding out the stories behind each one and the character that those antique pieces bring and how they ground your home. So I will be sharing with you guys my antique or thrifting finds and how I style each of these pieces throughout our space. And then lastly, the in-between projects. So I'm talking about small DIYs, simple refreshes, maybe thrift flips, or quiet updates that I will continue to slowly finish around our home, because I feel like those moments are just as important as the big transformation. Anyhow, those are what I have planned for this year. As you can already tell, this year is not going to be about perfection. It's going to be about intention and, again, building our home slowly so that it feels comfortable for us, so that it feels lived in, and really adding heart and thought behind each project. I am so glad that you are here. So if you like this type of content, if it is your vibe, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And until then, I will see you on my next one. Bye, guys.